It's going to be a good fight, man. Somebody's going down tomorrow. I think it's going to be a big upset. I think Rayo's going to take that belt back to Seattle.
How you deal with the style Pitbull is so
well,
short,
you know
so
what, to be
compact.
honest, man, I'm going to tell you about Pitbull, man. I think he's a great fighter. You know, a lot of pressure, has a lot of condition. He comes forward, he throws a lot of punches, and we've seen what he could do up in the ring, you know. But I think that Rayo is taller. I think he has good distance, and plus he's left-hander. So I think that's going to give him a lot of problems. If you saw the fight against Cabrera, it was a split decision. So I think Rayo hits harder than Cabrera, and I think he has more skill. So I'm pretty sure, man, that Rayo Valenzuela is going to come victorious.
So how do you train for something like that when somebody's coming forward like?
Well, it's super easy, you know. Like I say, you know, we all know what Pitbull could do. Comes forward, he's a little monster, you know. That's why they call him Pitbull. All he does is comes forward. So I think, in my opinion, I did not train Rayo for this fight. I manage him. So if I was to train him, I would, you know, try to use the distance, you know, angles, maybe straight punches and get out of the way. Don't stay in front of Pitbull, because if you stay in front of Pitbull, he's gonna come to you, you know. But once you start using angles, try to open them a little bit, and he has a little good guard. He has a very good defense. You gotta go behind those elbows in order to open them up a little bit, and that's what I would work on.
People underestimated Rayo's power?
Yeah. Everybody's underestimating Rayo, because at the end of the day, Pitbull has been more active and it's been fighting in bigger stages. So I hope that he doesn't underestimate Rayo, because, you know, I think it's going to be a big surprise, man. Rayo's a big fucking 140 too, so he's strong, he's big, he's super motivated. He went to train with Robert Garcia this camp, and Mario, his other trainer, and they've done a hell of a job, and I think he's coming stronger than ever.
What's the biggest difference you've seen since the second Chris Colbert fight with Rayo today's time?
Well, you know, the first fight I thought Rayo won, you know, and you know, his confidence was not there. I think he still won. Second time, fucking confidence. He got a great training camp, and he stopped Colbert. He looked very impressive, and I think that's what's going to happen now. I think Pitbull right now is underestimating Jose Valenzuela. He's talking about all these other fights. He doesn't even mention Jose Valenzuela. I think that's a mistake right there. You should focus first on the guy that you have in front of him. Don't underestimate him, because I think he's going to give him problems.
Is there any news for David Benavidez, man?
Yeah, everything's going well. I think we might see him fight. We're working. Hopefully we can bring him back on November, the first week or second week. We're still working on that, but there's a big chance that he'll be fighting on those days.
Give me your thoughts about Edgar Berlanga getting that Canelo fight, man.
Well, you know, congratulations to Edgar Berlanga for getting that fight. Everybody would like to fight, you know, anybody, you know, and I'm not going to be a hater. You know, he got it. It's signed. It's ready to go. In my opinion, to be honest, I would love Berlanga to beat Canelo, because then Berlanga could fight all these other guys. Canelo would not fight nobody. He does whatever he does in boxing. They let him do whatever he wants to do. Berlanga, I don't think he has the power to do whatever he wants. So he's going to have to fight all those mandatories. David's been a mandatory for almost 3 years. Nothing has happened. So it'll be a better opportunity for all these other fighters to fight for those belts at 168. That's the reason we went up to 175, because there's nothing at 168. What are we doing there? We've been waiting for three years, you know. We're going to go, now we're going to stay at 175. There's a big opportunity to fight Beterbiev or Bivol. Two monsters of the division, you know. So, but that's the fight that people want to see. We want to test their skills, and I think David's strong and he's young to face these monsters, and those are the fights that people want to see.
Do you feel like now, for the first time, when I watched the Oleksandr Gavdik fight, I'm like, man, this is the first time I saw somebody actually bigger than David. Do you think he's now grown into
and going back to that fight, you know, a lot of people don't know. David got injured. Those hands, both of the hands got injured. He had a cut over his eye, and you can see it like on the 11th round. They zoom in. They see, you can see the stitches going down. And to me, I'm super proud of what David did that night. He showed me that that's why they call him the Mexican Monster, because he went up there with two messed up hands with a cut, and he still looked really good in my eyes. You know, a lot of people say, hey, he could have stopped him, but they didn't even know how he got there. I knew he was going to beat this guy, and he beat him easy. He made it look really good.
Now, if David Morrell said he's chasing you guys, he got a fight tomorrow night.
That's another great fighter. You know, David Morrell's a fighter that's coming up. It's proving himself. We're going to have that fight pretty soon. It's very close. You know, at the end of the day, that's the fighter we want to fight also. He's there. He's there. He's proven himself. And it's not up to me. It's up to the promotion to pull whoever they want to do. I'm just a manager. and the trainer right now, and all I do is train them and try to get them fights, you know. But that's the promotion's job to do, who they want to put them with. But like I said, that fight is coming pretty soon.
Is that a fight you guys would take in November?
Oh yeah. You know, the thing is, you know, I'd rather fight Morel now because I think he's lacking enough experience. But every fucking fight, he's getting more experience and more experience, and he's going to be a tough fighter. At the end of the day, we're going to face him. Sooner or later, we're going to face him. But I think now is the time to stop him. You know, later on, he's going to get more experience. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. He's a great fighter. He's a good fighter. And we would love to fight David Morrell.
What you think about the Beterbiev Bivol fight? Who you think gonna win that fight?
Those two guys are monsters, man. They've shown what they could do. Bivol beat Canelo, beat Sudo Ramirez, and I would love to fight him because that would be the revenge of the Mexicans. You know, he beat 2 Mexicans already, so that would be the 3rd Mexican to face, and that would be a great fight. We spar Bivol is totally different, but that's a fight that people want to see. Benavidez, it's a monster, man. He's knocking everybody out, you know, and he trains hard, and it's shown, and it's a big test for us. It's a very dangerous fight, but those are the kind of fights we want to get.
Do you think that Beterbiev, do you think his age, he's like 39, 40.
He don't look nothing like old to me, you know. He takes care of himself, his body and everything. He looks spectacular, man, you know. I don't see no wear and tear, you know. He looks fucking like an animal still, you know. So it's a dangerous fight. Either or, man, we would love to fight them anytime.
We appreciate you, Coach.
Thank you.